working with 5- and 6-year-old children, you don't realize what they're capable of doing. Over the past few years, I feel like I've been teaching lower than I should be, and understanding and realizing that 5- and 6-year-old children understand what a rubric is. They know how to self-assess themselves, and it wasn't just in math. That was where my professional growth plan was stated as far as what I worked on. But across the board, I began to see my boys and girls begin to self-assess themselves in reading, in writing, in language arts, and especially in math. And the big focus was when my parents got on board and my parents began to see how this process was really helping these children to learn. And children began to self-assess themselves with their homework activities. And my parents were very, very excited to see how it had transferred from the classroom into the home and into homework.
Some of the aha moments, again, go back to where we want students to be. A lot of the verbiage for distinguished have to do with students. It's, you know, we can do so much as teachers, but we have to get our students at certain places, and to be distinguished in many of the domains, you have to teach students to do for themselves. And I think that that was really an aha moment as I look forward in my career, and really showing students what they can be and what they can do.
I would say the kids got many more aha moments. They would go to do something that they thought would be great, and then it was like, oh my gosh, this is harder than it looks. And then when they start, you know, they always think, you know, teachers are tough on them, they did better than this and that. But when they actually start critiquing their own work, they were harder on themselves a lot of times than I was. So I think the kids had the most aha moments.
My best aha moment would be, we were doing a Socratic seminar, and it had been a while since I'd done one, so I was a little rusty. And my students were in the middle of this whole Socratic seminar, and I have quite a few avid students in this particular section. And all of a sudden, one student goes, wait, didn't we forget the hot seat? And I went, oh, right, the hot seat, so how can we fix that? And it was my students who came up with the solution. And that's kind of the moment when I realized that I could let go of all that feeling of control that I always felt like I had to have, and let them take over with where they wanted the learning to go and how they could figure out solutions to problems along the way, even though that was a relatively insignificant problem.
When working with administration through this process, it wasn't a gotcha. Okay, Mr. Robinson, you know, you thought you were this brilliant teacher, but we've caught you, you're not such a good teacher. It was an aha moment as we worked together through the process. And it wasn't, well, we found where you're just not really good at this, Mr. Robinson. But there were some areas where we found that I needed to improve, but it wasn't where it was a gotcha moment. We worked together through those things and we discussed them.
My aha came for the final observation, I guess, because before that, the kids practiced and we were doing what we normally do in class. And I was still having trouble with that. Okay, it's okay to let them run the class. They can lead this, they can do this. And when they did it, oh, I felt, I usually don't get all yummy and emotional, but to watch them do what they were supposed to be doing and to do it so well, I left school that day. I knew that was probably the best lesson that I had ever taught, or at least one of the top 3.
When you actually go through the final in-class evaluation, I think the aha was after 19 years, I realized that I've been doing a pretty good job in the classroom. And with this new system, you have the evidence to back up that basically supports that you are doing a good job in the classroom. That was my aha moment.